Hi, I'm Brenda.
And I'm Mac,
Welcome to Girl Logic,
where if it makes sense to us,
it just makes sense.
Happy Thanksgiving!
Dang.
Yeah, I mean, this is the closest we will be to Thanksgiving episode. I think this comes out the week before.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna get
Thanksgiving.
cozy. We're gonna do some fall vibes today.
Yeah. Our outfits.
Yep, flannel for the fall. Little comfy, cozy crew neck.
Exactly.
I have so many random thoughts in my phone, and I do plan to just sprinkle them as I see fit.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we'll try to keep a little more structure to this episode, and if they fall into place, great. If they don't, fantastic.
I feel like we tend to not.
Yeah, we tend to not. I was just about to jump into the pumpkin spice things. We could start with fall, then go to Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But it made me think of coffee, and I just had to tell you a funny story. I was at the diner the other day with Anthony, and I had ordered a fancy coffee. Like it was like they had a specialty menu.
Right.
And I was like, I'll just get a little foofy drink, like whipped cream and caramel, because I drink it for all the other stuff anyway. So I got it, and it came out. I was like, this is so good. It's so good. So the whole time I'm drinking it, I kept asking it, like, do you want to try a sip? Do you want to try a sip? And at one point I said, like, okay, I do bits sometimes where I just kind of talk in an accent, because that's just...
It's just how you are.
How silly. Yes, I am just... That's just who I am. So I was like, you want some coffee? And I, like, handed him the cup, and my waitress was walking by, and she stopped. Like, stopped when I said coffee. She goes, oh, do you talk like that? Oh, my God, I say coffee, too. I'm from New Jersey. Are you from New Jersey? And I was like... Oh, I was like so embarrassed, because I was like, no, and I'm not making fun of her. And anyway, right. I just was like, oh no, sometimes I speak in accents. It was just so uncomfortable for me.
Because wait, so is that what you said? I speak in accents sometimes?
Yes. And she was just like, oh. It's like, I didn't know what to say. I wasn't sure. But it was just, I thought of coffee and I thought of that story.
Then did she just like walk away? Was she
like, oh, and I was like, she said something about Anthony looked like her son. Then I forget, the subject changed.
Yeah, changed something.
And I was like, what's your son's name? And she said something, I forget. But I was like, oh, I was wondering if it's Anthony, because I said I could hear it in your voice. You might have been Anthony, But she was like, no. I was like, oh God.
This is the end of this conversation.
Yeah, you need to walk away now. But it was funny because she was so excited. I should have just said yes. But then she would ask me where in Jersey I'm from, and I would have never had an answer. So
well, yeah.
So don't say coffee or chocolate if you're not from New Jersey. Ready to answer to it.
Ready to say where you're from, where you grew up.
I was humbled.
What you think about Central Jersey.
Yes, my
North
goodness.
versus South versus Central.
Yes, so I'm going to try to do less accents in public. I think that's what I've learned.
What other accents do you do?
I used to do British a lot. Like, I don't even know what to say in it to give it to you right now, but I don't know. I just talk different sometimes. And sometimes I do like a little kid voice. It sounds weird, but in the moment, I feel like it works. Like,
I feel like I've heard you do that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and I work with little kids too. So if people don't understand,
your skills are just increasing.
I'm a prime example. On Friday, we had an in-service, which is just teacher school, basically, is what I tell my kids. We had training. And I sat with the kindergarten team, and they put up stacked papers in the middle of the table and said, distribute these. And I went, I'll be the paper parcel, like being funny, because that's our whole day. Like that would have, in my brain, been funny to my coworkers. Nobody laughed at all. So I said it again. I was like, oh, nobody heard me. I'll be paper parcel. No one laughed again. So maybe what I'm learning is the accents aren't funny at all. And people think I'm insane.
I think it's funny for what it's worth.
So too. It's like you do a little bit. It's a bit.
Yeah, and it's a good light moment to whatever's going on.
One more thing. Speaking of bits, when Anthony and I first started dating, he said one of the biggest things for him was like that I was so funny. Like,
yes,
he finds our humor just aligns really well. I think. Truthfully, I am the funniest person to him.
I love
there
that.
was one point when we were dating in our home, and he was like, I was telling him how like one of my bucket list items, and I'm like too embarrassed to ever actually do it. That's why it's a bucket list item, is to like do stand-up comedy.
I love it.
But that's a whole different type of delivery. Like I'm good at like a conversational, I think I'm good at it, storytelling into
Right.
funny moment, whatever, have you build up the emotion. I guess it's the same thing. But he was like, well, give it a try. And I was like, I don't have material right now. And it was funny because it was before bed. So he's like laying in bed and I'm standing up to my audience of
Ready
one
to
person.
present.
And I was like, I don't even know what to talk about. So I just started ranting. I forget. But he thought whatever I said was so funny. So now if I'm like telling a story and his reaction is matching what I want an audience to do, I like mental log. This is for the stand-up comedy
This is
skit
in my
I'm
notes.
going to do one day.
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
that's hilarious. You
yeah.
should try it. You should.
I just don't want to flop. It's just, I'll be like SpongeBob. And what does that make? Ketchup. That's how I feel.
I will say we went to a brewery somewhere around here. We were just there with a few friends. My brother went too. And we had no idea it was stand-up comedy night. And they went around each of the
Oh
tables
my God.
about half an hour before it started. And they were like, hey, just so you know, we have stand-up comedy tonight. People are going to come. So if you want to stay, great. If you're going to leave, you should probably leave now so you don't leave in the middle of someone's set.
Oh, okay.
And they don't take it the wrong way.
Right.
And we're like, yeah, let's stay. That sounds great.
Yeah.
Little did we know, we should have taken that as like a, hey,
Leave.
maybe not necessarily leave, but like, hey, people are going to think it's rude or sad if you leave because it's not that great. So we stayed and it was so bad. It was so uncomfortable.
See, that's what I'm scared of.
You cannot compare to what we heard.
Oh, God.
I can't even repeat some of the things, but it was just like, I felt it was so cringy. It was so cringy. And we were kind of close to the front. And I was like, we just have to stay here the whole time now.
Yeah.
And I was laughing. And as cringy as it was, I did look at these people and I was like, wow, you're so brave for standing in front of this group of people here.
Yeah.
And just putting yourself out there and trying it. Because I have never done that like that.
Yeah.
So I tried to stick it out for them and be like, yeah, like this is so cool you're doing it. I laughed for a few of them, maybe more because it was cringy versus funny, but I still laughed.
Right.
And I was like, good for you. But dang, it was rough. It was rough.
See, that's scary.
Well, maybe just practice and don't go to this place because this place seems to be the place. Or go to this place
Our
and be the
local
best one
pizzeria
there.
just had a comedy night too, but I can't envision, if you think of the town in which I live in, that we're pulling like great comedians for a great show. And you know what? Like maybe they are. Maybe they're really funny people. They're just trying to get their big break. But I just don't think my hometown is the
Has
spot
the
to,
funny people.
yeah, is the spot to blow up. But I don't know, you know. But
I say do it. I think you're really funny.
One
Everyone
day.
I tell, or even friends, sometimes will talk about the podcast. I'm like, oh, you guys are like great. It's so good. I'm like, oh, Mac is so funny. She carries the show and how funny.
oh
she
my
is.
God, you know, I think it's a case of your own worst critic.
No, I think
just
you're hilarious.
Like, don't see that in myself at all. There's one, my field hockey coach from college, one of them. She thinks I'm hilarious. I would love like going into her office and telling her a story because she is one who, watching her face, she's like, she follows every second of my story, which makes me make it longer. Because if you're reacting, I'm like, I'm gonna
I
keep
gotta
going.
drag this
I'm
one
gonna
out
keep
so
going.
you
I'm gonna
get the
repeat the
full
thing you laughed
effect.
at because you'll laugh harder the second time. It's just funny. But she was always just like, you're a great storyteller. But then I listen to this podcast sometimes and I'm like, I am not. I go on and on. But it just depends.
No. Yeah.
One day I will do a comedy skit. I will not tell many people if I do it. Just
Well, now I have to go and film it and post it to this YouTube channel.
Somebody record it. I'll tell a very select few. I'm bad at surprises.
We'll
I'll
live
tell a
stream
lot
it
of
to
people.
YouTube.
Yes.
Oh, I love it.
If it goes well, then that might be my next career.
Hey, there you go.
Comedian. I don't know.
I do like watching stand-up comedy on Netflix, for example. Like,
Yeah.
all of the ones on there are pretty good.
You have to be a little, what is it, raunchy though sometimes?
Yeah.
That's what I don't like necessarily.
Yeah.
There's one, Ellen DeGeneres now. I know she's problematic at this point in time, but back at her very beginning, she was a stand-up comedian. And there's one of her comedy shows. I forget which one. I remember watching it with my mom and crying, laughing the whole time. Because everything she talked about was like so relatable and so simple. Like it wasn't like we're insulting this type of person or we're getting into. I think of Shane Gillis now. I think he's funny, but like he does like a whole Down syndrome skit. Like I don't want to go into like anything like that. But Ellen did the one where she's talking about yogurt commercials, and I'm not gonna be able to explain it fully, but she was like, they always are just like at peace. They're always like sitting on a couch.
Yeah, eating the yogurt.
Slowly, like she's like, when I'm eating yogurt, like I'm in a rush. It's never she's like, I've never been on my couch opening my yogurt and then someone asked me to do something and I'm like, sorry, I just opened a yogurt. I'm in for the night. Like just stuff like that. It's so funny and relatable.
Yes.
I want to be like that.
That's what I was going to say is I think it comes down to just being relatable.
Yeah.
But to your point, these days, comedy is very much raunchy or like, I guess, mean. But, you know, in like a discriminatory-ish way, but meant to be funny.
You run the risk of people not knowing what you're talking about.
Yeah, if you get too niche.
SNL did the skit of Princess Aisha. The podcast. Wait, we have to talk about
from
this.
the ones that we watch?
Yes. SNL. So can't think of her full Instagram name, but there's a girl who does a podcast with what I'm believing to be her sister. It's Princess Aisha or something like that. Brenda's gonna look it up. But her whole Instagram is just clips from their podcast.
Yeah.
Yes, the most recent one I sent you is the SNL skit. It's Sabrina Carpenter.
Yes.
So I send the Princess Aisha to Brenda all the time.
Oh God.
I just wanted in the background.
No, I just wanted to pause. Yeah, the Princess
You don't need
Aisha.
to work out. You just need to think you're skinny, and then you'll be skinny. Like all these clips are trying to be inspiring, but they're just so like
it's so funny.
It's so bad. And SNL found her. My point being that I didn't know anyone else kind of that I knew who she was. So I was never going to talk about it except for with you because you knew. But now it's an SNL skit. So I was like, okay, that's funny
now
because
people
people are aware of what is being talked about for it to be funny. But there's definitely some people who didn't know what they were referencing.
Yeah.
I don't have FOMO. I have Mojo Nomo is what the original one was. But then Sabrina Carpenter's was like, I have FOMO. Oh, no. Like, it was just so funny. But anyways, comedy, you have to be relevant too. And
yes.
if not enough people know what you're talking about. So if I went to a comedy skit where I live,
maybe
I don't expect a lot of people to be
in the
yeah. So
makes sense.
Yeah.
Love it.
Took a whole left turn with that beginning.
Yeah, back to fall.
Let's go to what your stuff was first, if there's anything, and then we'll transition to some Thanksgiving questions to end us out.
Yeah, so I had a few just kind of trending things of now.
Yeah.
So the first one is, of course, PSL.
Pumpkin spice latte.
Pumpkin spice lattes. How do you feel about them? Are they a go-to for the season? Do you have a different go-to?
I mean, I think they're a staple. I feel like you can't get through fall without having one, but every time I have one, it's not my favorite spice. So, like, I'm like, I'm just doing it for the vibe and not as much the flavor. And
maybe like the nostalgia of it, of like,
yeah.
Oh, it's that season.
But I do love a pumpkin muffin.
Ooh,
in the fall.
I've never had a pumpkin muffin.
Pumpkin muffins. I also make pumpkin chocolate chip cookies. Like I love a pumpkin treat. Pumpkin drink, not as much. You know those cream cheese cupcakes? They're chocolate with cream cheese.
Yes.
There was an old bakery where I went to high school that made pumpkin cream cheese muffins, and those were my favorite fall treat. In fall, I would go to the bakery all the time because I was like, I just need this. So I am so into pumpkin muffins and pumpkin cookies. Fave fall drink. Apple cider, a hot apple cider.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Hot apple cider.
Yeah, not the cold one. Then it's just like super sweet juice. Juice is already sweet. Mm-hmm. Hot one.
And it's nice because of the weather is cooling down too. I like it versus just being cold and drinking cold.
Yeah.
I have been drinking like the mushroom coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm caffeine sensitive. And when I drink caffeine, I feel like my brain is in space. But that's a story for another day. They came out with a pumpkin spice creamer for it.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, that sounds really cool. Like, I'm going to try it out.
Yeah.
I got it, and it smells really good. Mm-hmm. However, this company is very healthy.
Oh.
So it actually just tastes like a chai latte
Okay.
versus a pumpkin spice, from what I'm traditionally recalling,
Uh-huh.
because there's like no sugar in it. So it's really just a little bit of pumpkin and it just tastes like chai, like
Yeah.
a chai tea almost.
Hmm.
So I don't know. I haven't had any this season yet.
I haven't either.
Yeah. It's still kind of early. I feel like it just started to cool down.
I mean, we're recording this. It's November, but right now it's the end of October, so we have November
To
get
really
into
get
pumpkin
into it.
spice territory. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is UGG weather now, though. I feel like UGGs
Oh,
have been
definitely.
breaking out. What else is folly?
I don't know, but you just reminded me Crocs now have slippers
Uh huh.
and they're kind of cute.
I'm gonna look them up quick.
They kind of remind me of Uggs, but they're not quite as. They're like a step. Like when I think of Uggs, they're like built well and big and
Oh,
like.
I see.
But these are more like house slippery. Not
The
really.
cozy slipper. That
Yeah, like an
this-
at-home
hold on.
cozy wear it. Not necessarily like a.
God, that.
No, not that. It's on TikTok where I found it.
Oh, okay.
You'll have to. I'll send it to you, but they're kind of cute. But my feet are too flat, so
Yeah,
it wouldn't be supportive enough.
that's the problem.
I'll probably have to get like UFO slippers, which is what I wear right now, but they're like the slides. But
Yeah.
I digress. What else is very fall? Flannels, sweatshirts.
It's dark
sweats.
earlier,
Yes,
bright earlier.
it's
The
actually dark.
sunrises are beautiful.
Yeah, it's
You-
like so orange.
Yeah,
I love it.
And pink and purple, depending on when you hit it. At this point, I'm pretty much seeing them in my car ride into work every day, or from my classroom window because I'm already there.
Mhm. Well, the
so
sun's not
beautiful
coming
in
up
the
until
fall.
like 7.
Yeah.
Like starting to come up at 7.
Yeah,
It is really nice. I like the glow when the curtains are drawn and it's like the glow of the orange. I'm like, it looks nice.
yeah. One thing I'm not looking forward to as weather transitions, dressing for the weather. Okay, actually take that back. If I don't have work, love dressing for the weather.
Yes.
Yoga pants, flannels, sweatshirts. I love. That's my favorite outfit. Work. I wake up every day right now. Our heat's not on in our house yet. Freezing cold. I don't want to put on cold pants that aren't soft. I don't want to put on a cold shirt that is professional shaped. I want to put on baggy, warm, fluffy
Professional shape.
stuff. You know, like I can't wear. The other day I wore a sweater, like a really oversized sweater, like down to my past my butt. But I was like, I can't wear that every day. It's not like that's not how you should dress as a teacher.
I know, but it is. And it's also tougher to get out of bed now, in my opinion,
Oh,
because
yeah.
of that difference. Like your bed is so warm and so cozy,
Right.
and it's so cold once you get out. It's like, I don't want to get out.
Yeah, and Dallas doesn't get out of bed, so why should I? When I'm up moving around, he's like, heh.
He's probably all cozy too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So,
it's hard. It's harder for me to wake up now, especially because the sun also
and you were just sick.
coming up. I
And
was
I'm
sick.
Currently sick. At
Yeah.
The moment.
Do you like that the sun sets earlier, that the days are shorter?
At the moment, I don't necessarily mind it. I think variety is great for anything, so I do like a change. But once it hits late November, sad girl hours. Like I just do a seasonal pit. Winter is my pit where I'm not as happy.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't mind it now, and I actually think it helps me. Not that I'm doing a lot of self-care, but spend a little more time on myself because it's darker early. I feel like it's nighttime sooner, so I get ready for bed sooner, and then I'm like,
Yes.
oh, it's 7 o'clock. I have more time. I can read a little bit, or I can do something I don't normally make time for. So I don't know. How do you feel? Different? The same?
No, I feel similar to you where it's like, it's nice because I'm like, oh, it's time to wind down.
Mm-hmm.
So there's more calm moments from like late afternoon to night because you're not like go, go, go all day. Whereas in the summer, the sun's not setting until like what, 8:30-ish?
Yeah.
So you're go, go, go. And you're like, oh, I did so much. It's like 8:39. I'm still going. And then you have to
Yep.
do the whole bedtime routine. And then it's
Yeah, that's
11.
the beauty of being off in the summer, though. Like, I don't mind
That's
'cause
true.
I don't have work. So a longer day's great. More time
Yeah.
to do other things.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, in winter, I'm like, get me to bed, dude.
Yeah, I know. I I kind of like it, but yes, eventually it gets to a point where it's like the days are short, the sun sets at like 4:30 at sometimes. That's when it's the worst.
Yeah.
Cuz you'll go into work dark and come out dark,
and when all the plants are dead and brown.
and the skies are just gray.
Yeah. Ugh.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
I might try to do something this year where I take a break somewhere where there's more sun. At some point in the winter, like maybe I'll go visit my parents.
Yeah.
Because they at least have slightly longer days.
Would be a good
But it's
refresh.
sunny. It's sunny. There aren't as many clouds, so
Yeah.
it'll be nice to change that up. But
It's nice. I feel like I would have to, I don't know when I would find time to do that. But
well, it's tough because it's your like peak season
yeah.
with school and everything,
Conferencing
and
yeah. First quarter just ended on Friday. Quarter of the way done with the year already, if you can
that's
believe
crazy.
that. And so when I started my teaching career, I was like, how do people spend like 30, 35 years teaching like the same thing? And now I understand it. I haven't even taught the same thing too many years back to back, but it's all like the relativity of time.
Yes.
Like when you're 1 year old, 1 month is a 12th of your life. When you're 10, it's significantly shorter. And like time's not moving any quicker. The second hand on the clock doesn't move any faster, but it feels faster because relative to how much time you've lived, time
Now
is
this
just
is a
flying.
shorter,
It's flying so fast. And I feel that way. Like it's Monday, then it's Friday, then it's Monday, then it's Friday, then it's quarter of the year, half the year, year's over,
Yeah,
new kids.
and
like,
then that's over.
and it's sad.
Start again.
And spooky. Like there's no way to stop it and slow it down, and it's only going to get faster.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Exactly.
a kind of scary thing to
Oh
think
yeah.
about.
And I just it goes by so quick, but also what I was going to say is it must be interesting to be in your position because it's like time is flying for you, but every year you see kids that are the same age. So that's
True.
weird too because it's almost like they're not really growing up. I mean, obviously they are, but like
Yeah.
you just keep seeing the same age and it's like but you are getting older and it's
But it's like we flip flop. We say the
Yeah.
beginning of the year where they just know nothing to the end of the year where they are amazing. You'll be amazed how much
they have
growth
all
happens.
these skills now.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and then you go back. You go from
Yeah.
you finally like
Yes, they can do this on their own.
not trained, but like they're ready, and then you get the new batch, and you're like,
Back from
I'm gonna black out for 2
zero.
months. 'Cause this is really stressful. Like, yeah. So, kind of, wow. I don't even know words. Moving on a little bit from that. You have a note here. Season of introspection.
Yes. So when I think of fall/winter, because you kind of are at home more often, I mean, except for like the holiday season, that's a whole nother thing.
Right.
It's, I feel like a time to think about like, how has your year been? Especially as you go into New Year's, you kind of reflect on everything and you're reflecting before Thanksgiving on what you're thankful for, et cetera, et cetera. So part of fall, I think, is just thinking back on the year and being like, what am I going to change? What am I going to let go of moving forward? So do you feel like you've started to think about those things yet?
Yeah. I mean, I think to a degree, I run through that thought process a lot in the course of a year, but it does make sense because, like, I kind of said it already, like, you're in your house more, I said sad girl hours, but, like, you are, introspection is thinking about what's going on
Your
internally, and sometimes to get through it, it is a little sad, but yeah, I definitely have been having that thought process. I think, too, well, we just finished up our weddings that we're attending. The next wedding that I'll attend is my own. So there's
That's
just
crazy.
just thinking about like moving into this next phase of life for me. What do I want? What don't I want? And I think I'm just like, in terms of letting go, just trying not to reel in like anything that's upsetting me that I can't control in a way, whether that's people or just events or whatever, just being like, you know what? Yeah, that sucks, but I need to move on type thing. Just because, I don't know, like
Like the let them theory.
yeah, I know. I kind of thought about that as I was saying it.
You're letting go.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't really want to waste my time on it anymore. So if it's not changing, then okay. Then I
Yeah.
need to find things I can do. Um, yeah, I don't know where else I was gonna go with that. I was gonna go somewhere else, but I forgot. How about you? Is there anything like hardcore you're letting go of that you could?
No, not too crazy. I feel like for me, I haven't, there's nothing like super hardcore that I'm letting go of. It's more of like just the perpetualness of like trying to improve little things in different areas.
Yeah.
So right now, I will forever have a sweet tooth, but I'm trying to have a little bit less of a sweet tooth.
Mm-hmm.
And that's always so hard during the holiday season.
Oh yeah, it's endless
So I'm
sugar.
trying to mentally prep myself and not be addicted to sugar right now, because then I'll be full blown addicted by the time it's
Right.
like cookies and desserts and
Yeah.
all the things. So that's what I'm trying to get ahead of most right now. Letting go of some of the sweets. And yeah, just really trying to bolster back like good routines of like going to bed on time, waking up on time,
Yeah.
eating enough, eating regularly, so that by the time that the days are really short, I'll be like
Mm-hmm.
somewhat in a good spot and not be totally wiped out when it's like gray, brown, snow, freezing.
Yeah. Another thing I just thought of too, in terms of what am I letting go of, I'm trying to be less wasteful with my time because, like I said, it goes so fast.
Mm-hmm.
But I still somehow find time to scroll on my phone so much, and like I really want to do away with that because getting closer to the wedding, I have to do the wedding planning stuff. I still have work now. I have the dog, and I haven't told. I don't think our friends this yet, but I am starting grad school in January, so
Oh,
I'm going back to school.
dang.
So I just have a whole nother level of things to do coming up. Not like I have enough already.
That's exciting though.
The rush was get it done before kids, and it's gonna be a year or two to get it done. So I was like, I have to start. I also, to keep my job and
Right, for
certification,
all of your
need
teacher
to
stuff.
have so much schooling past graduation within 6 years of. For Pennsylvania, it's within 6 years of actively using your cert. So if I took a year off, then it wouldn't count.
Oh, okay.
Or like I started when I lived in Virginia, that doesn't count as your 6 years. So I had a little extra
Oh,
time
that's
than
nice.
like kind of someone who
Settle
stayed in state.
into, yeah.
Yeah, but so that's starting, getting my master's, and we'll see what happens with
Yay.
that. Yeah, so just trying to, when I have time, use it to the best of my ability, whether that's prep stuff for podcast, take care of myself, take care of my family and my animals, do my school, do my work. I don't know, but
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of prepping in
It's a
advance
lot.
so that you have time to do everything.
yeah, I have to tap back to whatever type A parts of me are still here because type B is creeping in.
Uh,
It's almost my entire personality at this point. It's not good. It's not good.
have you ever looked at your screen time on your phone?
I do.
That thing is alarming to look at.
I get a screen report too.
Yeah, I get like a weekly basis.
I'm a lot better when I'm back to school because
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't go on social media till I get home from work, which is 4:30 to 5 o'clock. And if I go to an exercise class, like if I go to yoga or
Then
something,
it takes
then it's
up
even
another
later.
hour. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really honestly not terrible. Now I do use my phone to take pictures and stuff for school. I use my
Let's
phone
see.
for Canva. I use my phone for work email. My average screen time is 2 hours and 11 minutes,
Yeah, mine's not good.
which is not terrible. I don't think 2 hours 11 minutes.
Mine is double that. But I do use my phone for work. Like sometimes I'll join a meeting on my phone,
Yeah.
or like I'll check my Slack messages for work on my phone, and I like message back and forth that way. So I think it was actually astronomical. Like my screen time used to capture my phone and my computer, which are on the same account, and that was alarming to see because it's like 11 hours. I'm like, oh my god.
I mean, this is just today, so this is not like a fair assessment because it's only noon on a Saturday. But my top apps are Gmail, Notes, Spotify, Photos, Drive, then Instagram.
Yeah, which
It's
is good.
productivity and finance, and
Let's
then
see.
social, and then entertainment. So, I mean, not that every day is good. I'm definitely getting more social media
TikTok.
and things than that shows. But
Oh, you know why mine is so high? Because what I've been doing lately is I have a lot of work that's like focus work time. So I'll put Netflix on
oh,
at my
that's what,
desk
yeah,
and work at the same time. That's what's driving it up.
4 hours.
Yeah. I mean, my second thing is Netflix. I do go on TikTok a lot,
I go on
unfortunately.
TikTok a lot too, but it's more like if I'm like
Messages.
bath in the bathroom, which is not on the toilet per se, but like taking my makeup off, I'll like run a video, then I'll scroll like that, or doing laundry.
Mm.
Yeah, so letting some stuff go, trying to make some changes as we enter holiday season. Next holiday is Thanksgiving, which I think we both said is the best one.
I forget.
I forget too.
All I know is we
it's
said
one of
Easter
my
wasn't great.
top one, and Constitution Day is the worst.
Well, yeah, you know all the little ones. I am so far removed from that. Like the closest thing that I would have to like a really small holiday is Columbus Day.
Right.
I don't know any of the other ones other than the big ones like Thanksgiving, Halloween, Easter.
Memorial Day, Labor Day.
Yeah.
Johnny Appleseed Day.
Yeah.
Constitution Day. I'm trying to think of any of the. I don't really know them until they hit either. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, Thanksgiving. I have some Thanksgiving questions, some fun, maybe some a little more serious, just to get us in the holiday fall mindset here. So first one being a little deeper in terms of gratitude, what you're grateful for. What's the smallest thing you're grateful for and the biggest thing you're grateful for? And I'm not going to elaborate because I want you to take it however you take it.
Yeah, that was my question. Like, what do you mean small and biggest?
Because arguably the smallest can be the biggest.
Well, that's why I was like small,
Whatever
as in
you
like
think.
I bought a pencil small, like, and this changed my life.
It could be size small. It could be impact small.
That's a good question.
When I first heard it, smallest for me was because I'm sick. I thought the ability to breathe out of my nose because it's a little thing, but it's a huge thing.
Right.
Like, because I cannot breathe out of my nose. It's so bad. So, like, I was like, I'm just grateful for on a normal day.
Right. Like the small
being
things
able
people
to
don't
breathe.
really recognize.
Gosh.
That's fair.
But I struggle with biggest then because I'm like, I guess life. Like, you know?
That's fair.
Or like my house.
Right.
If we're talking size, like not that it's huge.
Like
at all,
literally
but
size. Yeah, I think biggest, the first thing that came into my head is just like, I thought of people because I'm really thankful that this year I was able to spend a lot of time with like friends and have been able to spend time doing this with you.
Yeah.
Have been able to travel with my family, to visit my family in Mexico, for example, or visit my family in South Carolina. So I think for me, it's like the people, and I include the dogs as people.
Right.
They're humans in my eyes. So for me, it's a lot of just like, I'm thankful for all of the experiences I've had with people.
Before we took our brief intermission, Brenda was talking about how she's grateful for people and the dogs. Mm-hmm. And I so rudely had to interrupt her because I had a coughing spell, which led to my eyes watering and me choking.
And your whole face turning red.
Yeah, so, and then we ended up taking a break for lunch. So I'm going to throw a cough drop in, hopefully not interrupt Brenda anymore. And she's going to go back to talking about what she's most grateful for, smallest and biggest.
So back to the smallest, I guess. I don't know. That's so hard.
Well, like I said, the smallest could be the biggest. So really,
Right.
you could think about it in terms of size.
The smallest thing. I have literally no idea. I'll say the backyard and with all the trees. Because I do like every day kind of stepping outside when I take the dogs out. And it's nice at certain times of the day, the way the light hits the trees differently.
Yeah.
It's a nice little zen moment.
I like it. That's a good one.
What about you?
Did I say my smallest? Oh, I said breathing for my smallest.
Yes.
But something I also thought of as you were thinking, and it's kind of like, I don't know, but like my engagement ring, it's small. I love it, but it signifies something so much bigger.
That's a
Like,
good one.
mine are a little bit more material because when I hear smallest and biggest, I think item. But that's why I said, like, take it whatever way you want. Because it could go. Because when you were saying people, I was like, well, yeah, definitely. But yeah, just so many different things. So there's a lot of things I'm grateful for. And I feel like we could list things forever. But that's why I put that question up. Because I was like, we might get something we wouldn't normally say if we said, like, what are you grateful for?
Exactly.
Favorite Thanksgiving dish or side? What is your favorite thing you're eating on Thanksgiving?
All right. So if you asked me this a few years ago, I would have said something like mashed potatoes or stuffing. But Chuck has a new recipe for turkey, and it's so good. So now it's that.
Really?
And it's funny because traditionally, I didn't like turkey growing up. Like it always was kind of a little dry, at least wherever I would go. So I was never that into it.
You and poultry.
It is a poultry thing. It's like a texture moisture thing, but his new recipe is really good and is not dry. So it's really good.
That's cool.
So now I'm looking forward to that. What about you?
Mine, so mine's hard because I like eating things together on Thanksgiving. Like everything on the dish tastes good in the same bite.
Ah.
Like I love a gravy, mashed potato, turkey stuffing in a bite.
Right.
And I've never tried the gobbler at Wawa, but I really feel like I would be a gobbler fan because everything is in one bite.
Oh, is that what a gobbler is?
It's Thanksgiving dinner in a bun.
I did not know that.
I've never had it. Anthony always gets one without me, and I'm like, I need to try one day. I'm trying not to choke. Also, if you hear me breathing on this episode, I'm so sorry.
I feel like now I'm gonna call.
I feel terrible. Are you? You could pause. We'll cut it out.
And we're back.
Ooh.
Favorite?
Most unique thing though we have at my family's Thanksgiving is we have something called pineapple bake,
Okay.
and it's basically pineapple bread pudding, I guess.
Pineapple bread pudding. Okay.
I'm gonna choke again. like a
banana bread thing, but like
kind of
with
like more
pineapple.
moist and pineapple,
Ah.
and it's really good in a bite with ham.
Okay, that makes sense.
But by itself, it's delicious too. It's kind of almost like a sweet. You would think it was a dessert, but we serve it at the mealtime because it's good. It's a good.
It's a good addition to the rest.
Yeah, it's good with a bite of something else. I've made it before for Friendsgivings, thinking like everybody's gonna be obsessed with this, like I am, and people have been like, "What is this? Should this be on the dessert table? Like, what is this?" And they like it, but it's just it didn't go over.
They're not used to having that option.
The same, but my brother's brought it to his Friendsgivings and it's a hit. So
Interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard of that before. Interesting.
Yeah.
I will say growing up we had a lot of very traditional things like turkey stuffing, but then there was the like Latin inspiration. It was like rice and beans. So,
Well, that's why I thought
Not
it'd be
as
fun to
exciting,
do
though.
this because I didn't know if yours was any different.
not really. So, we grew up with a lot of turkey, and actually, for a very long time, like the past 10 years, up until the last 2 years, maybe, we haven't been eating turkey because my whole family is kind of like, turkey, it's dry. It never tastes that good. So, we've been just doing more traditional Mexican dishes like pozole, which is like the maize little ball thingies, homily, I think it's called in English. So we'd do that, or my dad would do like he'd get a pig head, and then you'd make soup out of it, which is like a wild sight to see, like a pig's head in a pot.
Yeah.
We've had that, but now we're back to turkey because of Chuck's new recipe.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's exciting. Do you have any traditions on Thanksgiving specifically? And what's your favorite if you do?
I don't think I have one other than the classic like go around, what are you grateful for? But I don't think there's anything else there necessarily. And a part of that is because, at least growing up, after my parents moved, we're like a small family in the sense that like all of my extended family lives elsewhere. So sometimes Thanksgivings would just be like me and my immediate family. So it was really just like a, hey, get dressed nicely. Let's all have dinner and like sit at the nice dinner table, not like just at the island in the kitchen. So not really. Do you have any?
We don't really have any either. There's one thing, and it's not Thanksgiving specific, but if somebody's not there from our family on a holiday, they get called. Like we call them, and then we pass them to every person in the house.
That's amazing.
Our family's older, right? So there's less and less people every year. We haven't really had new additions to the family yet, but there's like a time when it was like 30 people, and if you weren't there, hi aunt, blah blah blah, I'm good, yep, happy Thanksgiving, love you, pass me too, hi cousin, blah blah blah. Yeah. So like it was always funny, like when you get the phone, you're like, who's this one? Oh hi, like. And I think it's cute because like as much as it's the same thing over and over again for the person calling in or being called, it's nice that we still take the time to like talk to that person on that day.
Yes.
So I think that's really cute.
That is cute.
Next one. Opinion on Black Friday. Do you participate?
So, how old am I? Maybe like 15 years ago. It used to be a bigger thing. Like when my parents lived up here, we had bigger Thanksgiving gatherings. And it would be kind of a thing a little bit. Like we would all have Thanksgiving together, and then all of us, we must be, I think we were probably teenagers. We would be like, oh, we're going to go Black Friday shopping. And back then it was actually Black Friday shopping, like on Friday. So it was a lot of like, oh, okay, let's go to bed early because we have to wake up at 6 a.m. because doors open at 7 and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So sometimes it was like that. Lately, not as much. And I feel like it's even less of a thing because deals start early. It'll be like Black Friday week, or it'll be like Amazon Prime Day does their Prime Day the the week before Black Friday. So everybody else is also doing Black Friday that week. And then it's like a 2-week Black Friday. Sometimes I like the idea of going in stores and just to like get out of the house and do it. But I do really like Black Friday. I like Black Friday for gift shopping though. So I tried to think of what Christmas gifts I need to do.
Yeah.
And then I try to see if there are deals on them and take advantage of it that way.
I'm pretty similar. I mean, with Cyber Monday being a thing,
Yeah.
I'm not like a Black Friday. I've really never have been. I would have loved to, but no, my family was always like, you could get trampled. You could get, because back in the day, it was like you said, when the doors opened, you had to get up super early. Like there were mobs, like there were actual deals.
Yeah.
Anymore.
That's the other
it's
thing
just
too.
like I don't know. I mean, it's always been a way to get you to spend money, but.
Now, if you see someone, a business, and they have a Black Friday sale that's like the week before Black Friday, are you still going to check back on the Black Friday day to see if there are any better deals?
I might. If it's something I really want. If not, I'm just going to buy it whenever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, too. Like Prime Day, sometimes they put their prices up right before Prime Day. So when they put them back down, it's actually normal price or more expensive than it was a couple of weeks before Prime Day. So it's like, I don't even know when they're being like shisty.
Exactly.
So I have some things. I think I'm going to try to hit more of like the Etsy side of things.
Oh, that's a good
Monday,
idea.
Black Friday. I have to buy some stuff for like my batch and stuff. So I think I'm going to keep an eye on them now.
Yeah.
Come Black Friday, see what changes. If it doesn't, I'll just wait till they go back down. Or Christmas.
Exactly.
Yeah. Do you host holidays? Do you host Thanksgiving?
We have hosted Thanksgiving before, and we've hosted, I think we do like the Christmas parties as well. Those are the two main ones though.
What's the most stressful thing about hosting? And as the host, what's the best way to help you?
That's a good question. Most stressful thing about hosting is, I would say, seating.
Okay.
Just because our house is a weird layout, there's no one central location that's that big for seating. We have a lot of space, but it's throughout different levels. Like we have 4 levels, and it's like a really weird scenario. Should we?
It's still blinking.
Okay. So that part stresses me out, just like if there's enough space for everybody to be in the same area. Although what ends up happening because of the layout is people will go to different areas within the house. So it kind of works out, but I do wish I had more of a larger one location so everybody fit in it.
Okay, so seating being probably the most stressful thing about hosting. What is the best way to help you as a hostess? Because I know sometimes people are like, no, I don't need anything. I don't need anything. Because, like, sometimes telling people what you need it takes longer than you just doing it. So I get that. Like, when you're hosting, what could someone do for you that would be like, oh, what a relief. Glad that's done.
It's a good question. I feel like it depends. It depends on the occasion. But for example, Thanksgiving, when we've done Thanksgiving here, it's what I like that we do is it's kind of like a potluck style. So it's like everybody brings a dish. So then at least for us, it's not like we're making the turkey, the mashed potatoes, So that is really helpful. So then we can focus on our main thing, which is when we host, it would be the turkey. We'll make turkey and maybe mashed potatoes. And we can focus on that and just cleaning and getting things ready and for the house. So I like that approach because it's also like I wouldn't be like, let me think of what you can do. I'd be like, what do you want to make?
Right.
And then I'll react to what you want to make, because then that's also easier for me not to have to think about what else you can make.
You don't want to carry the mental load of...
I'm like, what do you want to bring? Like, what do you... And then of course, as people tell you what they're bringing, you can be like, oh, so and so is already doing like mashed potatoes.
Right.
What's your style?
Well, we don't host. And honestly, even growing up, my parents never hosted. We were always kind of one of the family members that lived further out, so we were always driving too. And we never really brought anything either. It's kind of consistent with me as an adult. I don't think of that stuff as much.
Well, I will say, growing up, we didn't host much either. So it's been a learning process to be like, oh.
And right now, we don't have the space at all to host. I mean,
but you've hosted book clubs, for example.
Yeah, okay, true. I was thinking big holiday family thing. But yeah, stressful thing about hosting, I don't know, just making sure everybody's comfortable is like mine, because I do stress out about the size of my house, and like an event can be going completely smooth and I'm like, I'm so sorry, my house is so small, and I'm just apologizing for no reason, and people are like, okay, stop.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, I just want everybody to be happy and comfortable and have what they need. So I think that's what I get nervous. I'm a nervous host.
Yeah.
Best way to help me, I think bringing stuff is always helpful, but I think for me it's just, if you see like trash on the table or like, just
like
do
helping
a
keep
things.
Like,
don't be like, where does this go, where does this go, where does this go? But if you see garbage, or if you see a dirty plate that's not being used, like putting it where it goes is the best, because that's what I zip around doing most of the time, is just cleaning up after other people, because I can't help myself. Not that anybody's a mess. I just can't help myself because I don't like looking at it. It brings me stress. So
I think that's fair.
Yeah, someone just recognizing that.
That reminds me too of what you just said, is that I don't like when people clean in the sense of like, let's say we just ate dinner and all the plates are dirty.
Like stacking them in the sink or something.
No, I want you to just stack and leave it. Like, do not start cleaning
doing
things.
The dishes.
Like, I don't like when we start doing the dishes and people are still home, like, well, we're at the event.
Yeah.
So, because for me, I'm like, no, this is a later thing. Like, let's all continue to enjoy this moment.
Right.
And not now I'll focus on washing the dishes.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's fine.
True.
I'll take care of it later.
My family does that too. They're big helpers. So as soon as one person gets up, everybody's up. And if somebody's washing dishes, there's like 2 washers, dryer, someone handing the washer. Yeah. It's like a whole assembly line, which is great. And I
appreciate the help.
Would make it go faster.
Yes.
But then you feel like you're like putting them to work.
Well, and sometimes I will avoid getting up from the table because I'm like, oh, we're having such a good conversation. Like, this is so fun. If I get up, everyone's going to be like, oh, time to clean everything. And I don't like that. I'm like, no, I'll take your plate. You stay here, keep talking. I'm going to go set it aside, and then I'll come back and keep talking.
Right.
So, yeah. But I'm sure people are the other way too, and that's fine.
Yeah. That's why we talk about it.
Yeah.
What's the most common or annoying question that you get asked by extended family?
I'm reading at the examples you put in.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. It's a good one because it would come up a lot in Thanksgiving and like big family gatherings. I am fortunate. I think that here I don't really get any annoying questions. If I went to Mexico, that would be a different scenario. Like we went to Mexico this year and it was no event. Like we were just visiting my grandma and a few of my aunts were there and they were like, "When are you having kids?" Like no, not even a special occasion and they're like that.
Yeah.
But I think it's a cultural thing too. But over here I don't really get any questions. What about
good.
you?
I don't get any that I'm like are so annoying. Like I don't feel annoyed when I get them. If I don't seem interested in the question, it's more because I don't have an exciting answer and I feel bad that I don't. I think one of the biggest ones for me is how is school or how's wedding planning. And right now I'm not close enough to the wedding. Like I've made the big decisions. I don't need to make any more right now. And I'm kind of at a standstill. And so how is wedding planning is like, it's good. Like I am
but he's
excited
still
for the wedding,
going.
but I'm not any further than when I last talked to these people and I don't have anything exciting to give them. So then I feel bad. And then the other one, just how is school? Like I talk about school a lot, but I talk about it as I think of it and as I want to. Like when someone asks how's school, it's like when you were like, tell me about Dallas. I'm like, he's a dog. And
Yeah, you're on the spot of
I'm bad at answering questions. I'm better at you tell a story and I can add something in when I find it relatable.
yeah.
So I think that's the biggest thing is questions don't annoy me. I'm just not good at answering them.
Yes.
So then I feel guilty.
Well, yeah, you're like, where do I even start? /
Yeah.
what
and
do they want to
wanna
hear?
know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like what? Yeah. I don't know. I
That
think
makes
that's
sense.
it. Thank goodness it's never been, are you dating anyone or when are you going to start dating or like that would stink.
That would, especially, yeah.
That's in movies a lot. Like, when are you going to get a girlfriend?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That just reminded me, do you have any holiday movies you really like to watch every year?
Nothing that's really on repeat. I love Elf. I feel like that's classic. Also, new one that I just watched last year, Klaus.
Yes, that one's so
I
cute.
love Klaus.
I love Klaus.
It's really good.
I watch that like every year.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That one will be on at our house. We really liked that one. I'm not a big, I don't know. He loves holiday movies and he loves Hallmark. We talked about that. So we'll have a lot of that stuff going on. Can you believe he would not watch The Wrong Paris with me? I said Chuck loves
Are you
this
serious?
movie. Yeah. You have to get Chuck to convince him.
Yeah, they're gonna have to have their own boys movie night.
We watched the trailer last night. He's like, yeah, it looks dumb. I was like, what?
It's funny. It's great. I liked it. Have you ever seen Holiday? That's a good one.
I think so.
It's Emma Roberts.
Yeah.
I watch that yearly. And your question about like what annoying questions do you get reminds me of that movie because they're always like, oh, hey, I forget her name. I think it's Sloan. Like, hey, Sloan, this is a single guy. Are you dating anyone? This guy's single.
Right.
So that's a good one.
I have one more question for us. What is a new tradition you'd like to start for yourself or your future family or Friendsgiving?
Or
Friendsgiving.
Friendsgiving group. That's a good question. And it's tough because I've never really grown up with too many traditions. So it's like, what even would I say? Like, oh, on Thanksgiving, we're going to light candles and make a wish. Or like, I don't know. The only tradition I will say I have done is New Year's traditions where you grab a suitcase and then you walk around the block. I don't know if you've seen that.
Have you ever eaten the grapes under the table?
Yes. Yeah. It's like grapes. You eat grapes. You get $1 under your placemat.
Okay.
And then you go take your little luggage and walk the neighborhood.
Interesting.
But I can't think of an equivalent for Thanksgiving because that's like signifying what you want in the year. Whereas Thanksgiving, I think of what are you thankful for? Maybe what do you want more of? I don't know. Do you have one in mind?
No, but I had like a kind of similar thing to talk about with the questions. So I forget whose birthday was most recent. I forget. Anyways, my family, my cousins do this thing where whenever we're together, or most of the time when we're together and having a couple drinks, we get to a point where we go around the table and say what we love about each other.
Nice.
So like it'll be like, Brenda, let's say I'll say what we love the most about Brenda.
Oh, that's cute.
And I eat that up. I am such a words of affirmation girly. I love it, love it, love it. I've seen on Instagram people do that for their friends' birthdays. I can't remember whose birthday it was most recently, but we were out to dinner for this person's birthday. Oh, brunch. I planned a brunch for one of my friends. And I was like, okay, it's her birthday. We're going to go around the table and say something we love about her. And everybody just went with it because they're on the spot and it's her birthday and we're going to do it.
Yeah.
But I was like, I want to do that for every friend. Like when we have a birthday event, I think it's really important to not only show people how you feel, but also tell them sometimes. Now, I know one of our closer friends hates when I tell her how much I love her because that's not her love language. She'd rather I show her, but I have to tell her. So sometimes I tell her and she doesn't know how to react. She's also not
like,
a hugger, not a cuddler. But I'm like, I just have to tell you, and you just have to be okay
just
with
go
this
with
because
it.
I need to get out of my
This
system
moment will pass.
how much I love you. But that's a tradition I would like to do just for birthdays. I feel like it could
That's
work
a good idea.
at Friendsgiving.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Thanksgivings too. But yeah, I think Thanksgiving's hard because you already go around the room and say what you're grateful for. But
I do like your example of a post-meal walk.
yeah.
I feel like
Some
that's
people
just
do
functional.
that.
Like that's a great idea.
Yeah, some people do that for digestion or something.
Yeah.
I've seen people on the internet, cousins go for their walk and do things they want to do on their walk. Or some people do like the 5Ks in the morning, the turkey trots. Like there's things like that. I don't necessarily feel the need to do any of those, but
I have
don't
had
know.
to do many Zumba-thon, Thanksgiving Zumba.
Oh gosh.
Because my
Hopefully
mom
before
does.
the meal.
It is before the meal,
Good.
but it's like it's 2 hours, and by the end of it, I'm like, I can't function. I need a nap.
I'm not Zumbaing anymore.
I love your idea though. I do feel like yes, like obviously we all really appreciate each other and like are thankful for the friendship, but it's not very common for us to be like, why?
Yeah.
Like
Or like what?
oh, like
what we notice about you that you don't realize we notice.
Or like, oh my God, I didn't think anybody appreciated me because of this thing I do. And it's
Right.
like, wow.
So I'm trying at every birthday event to have that moment at some point. But have to have a birthday event. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, hopefully everybody's in a good holiday spirit / pre almost Thanksgiving by the time this comes out.
Yeah, vacation time is coming.
Yeah,
We're
leave us
excited.
your comments, your thoughts.
Yeah, let us know what you're thankful for.
Yeah.
Let us know if you have any crazy traditions or crazy dishes, or if you go ham on Black Friday.
Maybe you know a good spot that we need to start going to.
Oh yeah. Any good deals?
Yeah.
All right, angel number 15. Okay. Man, I'm breathing so much into this microphone. Okay. Angel number 15 is often interpreted as a sign of change, transformation, and new opportunities, encouraging you to embrace new experiences while staying true to your purpose. It's also linked to themes of love, luxury, and financial matters. When reduced to the number 6, which signifies these aspects in numerology, some believe it's a message of reassurance that you are supported on your current path, while others suggest it can be associated with deliverance and healing.
Very nice.
New opportunities, embracing new experiences, some change coming your way.
Fitting
it.
for fall.
Yeah.
Things are changing and etc. Sweet.
Cool. Well, that's what we got for you. We look forward to seeing you at this point, it'll be December. The next time you hear from us. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll talk some holiday stuff. If you have any holiday related ideas, questions, send them our way. We'll try to throw them in the next couple episodes. And if not,
we'll see you
on the next one.